Nichole. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you'll be the first to know about new content. Or if you're new here, welcome. So we're gonna go ahead and get started into this video. Ignore the appearance. It is just, we're gonna do mini twists today. Shouldn't take that long, but it will be sped up a little bit or some parts cut out. But y'all, it's like a life update slash do my hair with me for the week. I just moved. So I moved from Kentucky to Texas, and I wasn't going to do an update till I felt like things were going well, but then I thought about it and I was like, that's not really realistic. And I feel like a lot of times on social media, we have all these highlights, and like, of course, I'm guilty of it too, but we have all these like highlights, like, oh, I just accomplished this, or oh, this just happened to me. And you know, you don't want to hear everybody's like sob stories. That's not the point of social media. But at the same time, like sometimes when we only see the highlights, we feel like, well, why isn't this happening for me? Or why isn't this quick enough for me? Or just comparison is the thief of joy. So I wanted to do like a little move update while I was doing my mini twist. So I washed my hair yesterday, and then I put some leave-in conditioner in it. It's a little dry, so I'm gonna put more in it. This is the Alafia, I believe is the brand, and it is the beautiful curls leave-in. And then we also have the curl reviving tonic, but I was running out, so I put more water in it because I really just need to re-wet my hair. Then we'll be using this mousse. Is the African Pride Moisture Miracle Rose Water and Argan Oil one. And then the gel we'll use today is, it's not my favorite, but I don't feel like looking for my other gel. We'll be using the Eco Styler Black Castor and Avocado Oil one. Like, it's not that I dislike the gel, I dislike the smell. It's like it's very perfumey. So we'll use that sparingly. But, okay, so little life update. I moved in the middle of July. So I accepted a new teaching position in June. That's when I accepted the offer. And then I decided I was gonna move. So I had a month to move. And me being me, I thought that was plenty of time. Y'all, I moved. I have spent so much money to move, because who would think that moving 14 hours away would be so expensive? Now I know. So first I'll give y'all like the moving story, because it's a mess. So in the very beginning, I decided I wasn't gonna do movers at first. I was like, you know, that would save some money. I'll ask my family, I'll pack it up, and we'll just do a U-Haul. And then my mom was like, what about your car? And I said, what do you mean, what about my car? She's like, how are you gonna get it there? So I was like, we'll just tow it on the U-Haul. Fast forward, one day I'm packing. It's like maybe 2 weeks before I'm supposed to leave. So I've been packing for 2 weeks now. And this moving company calls me, and they're like, hi, we saw that you were looking for movers. Let's put in an offer. And I was like, well, I'm going with U-Haul. And they were like, well, we can give you the cheapest offer out of moving companies, but we don't think we could beat U-Haul. Remind you, I don't have that much stuff. I was coming from a 2-bed, 1-bath, but I used my second bed as a closet office. So I really was kind of moving for like a 1-bed and a half. And I wasn't taking a big stuff. Like, I didn't end up bringing my couch here. I didn't bring my chair here. I didn't bring like a ton of stuff. I sold it. So I was like, I really don't want to pay that much for a moving company, because, oh, if y'all hear like background noise, I'm washing and drying clothes. But I'm like, I really don't want to pay that much for a moving company because I'm not bringing that much stuff. So they were like, okay, we can get you down to this price. So I called my mom, and my mom was like, yeah, let's use them. Yeah, that was the worst decision of my life. So you had to pay like half of it, and then you would pay the rest when they move your stuff. The day they were supposed to come, they never came. Then they were like, oh, we'll be there tomorrow. They never came. And so then by this point, I'm like, I have to start work. I need to get my stuff moved. U-Haul, all the trucks were gone from Kentucky, Lexington to Dayton, Ohio, which is like a 2.5 hour time, like drive. All the trucks were rented out for the time I needed it. I was distraught because I'm like, I need to go. We ended up getting a truck and the tow hitch, and I think we left on like a Sunday. Yeah, so we got my stuff all loaded up on a Sunday, and that was fine. We used this really good moving company. Let me look because I'm gonna shout them out. They were so kind, and they came and moved my stuff, and it was low-key really cheap. Like, it was cheap, and it was last minute. So hold on. So the moving company is Athletes Move You. And like I said, I contacted them last minute. The crazy part is I was supposed to have a truck on that Saturday the day before. So they were gonna come. The truck that U-Haul did not have a truck that day. So they were like, we can get you a truck tomorrow. So then I ended up having to ask them if they could do the next day. And he literally answered my text at 11 o'clock at night, and they were moving me by like 2 p.m. the next day. So shout out to Athletes Move You. If you need a moving company in Lexington, I don't know if they do other places. I'll like text and ask, and I'll put it in the comments, because when I tell you Athletes Move You saved my life, So they ended up coming to load up the U-Haul, and we did like a final sweep of my apartment. And then we drove the loaded U-Haul in my car to the place we're gonna go pick up where we picked up the U-Haul at, and then where I need to get the hitch put on for the car, right, to tow it. We get there, they were like, we don't have any tows. I said, okay, I picked up a U-Haul a few hours ago, and I asked if I come back here to get the hitch for the car so I could tow it, if I just come back after it's loaded. He was like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. And I said, okay, well, I have the confirmation. Can you hook up the hitch? So we gotta hit the road. He was like, we don't have any. I just rented the last one to go to Florida. So at this point, I'm like, you gotta tell them they can't go to Florida. Like, I need this hitch. Whatever you gotta do, you gotta do. Like, it gotta be done. Y'all, my hair, off topic, my hair has been so dry in Texas because it's like so hot that I am like saturating it, and then I'm gonna lock it in with oil because it's been so dry and I don't like it. So anyway, I'm like, you gotta tell them they can't take it to Florida, because I'm already like 4 days behind on my moving schedule to move to Texas. You know, I had the confirmation. I was supposed to have it yesterday. I didn't have it. Like, something gotta give. Something has to give. Something has to break. So they call U-Haul and they're like, yeah, no, that's hers. They hook it up to the car. They hook it up to the U-Haul. The straps on the hitches broke to put the car on. At this point, my family's like, you're not going to Texas. And I'm like, yes, I am. I have to. Like, I have something to do. I need to get it done. Like, I need to get moved. They end up nigga rigging. Can I say that? They end up figuring out how to put the straps on a different way that was not the way it was supposed to be. You know, innovative. And so I'm like, let's go. So we hop on the road. Mind you, 14-hour trip. We're not gonna make it in one day on a U-Haul. First off, it's gonna take way longer than 14 hours because we're in this slow vehicle. This is just oil. It's the Salon Pro Jamaican Black Castor Oil and jojoba hair food. My hair's on it, but y'all can see it. So we get on the road, we drive, and it's decent, you know, we rolling. We stop a little bit we stop a little bit before Memphis, because Memphis is the halfway point, and we end up sleeping at a truck stop. Okay, I slept in my car. My mom wanted to sleep in the U-Haul. She was too hot to sleep because when you have the U-Haul isn't moving, I guess the air isn't as strong as when it's moving. So she comes and wakes me up. She's like, we gotta keep going. Like, it's too hot. So I'm like, okay. I get back in the truck. I drive for, I know, no more than 2 hours because I'm tired at this point. And I stop at the one other rest stop and then we actually sleep. The next morning, we get up, we like get freshened up, get back on the road. While we're on the road, somebody is honking at us. And we're like, why are they honking? One of my tires, the passenger front tire that's hooked on to the hitch that I said was kind of, the ropes were broken, was coming off. So my car was coming off from the U-Haul in the middle of the highway. So we pull over, we get to another truck stop. We ask a state trooper to help us. He had no clue how to do it. Then we ask a truck driver to help us and he puts it back on. He's like, yeah, something wrong with it, but just see how far you can go. Okay, we get gas, we get back on the road, and we like still have, I think at this point we might have made it to Little Rock, which is still a little minute away. We still have 5 hours of a car ride, so 6 in the U-Haul. Well, 5.5 in the U-Haul, whatever. So we like, man, just let us keep going. Let us keep going. Let us make it. God, please protect us. We gonna make it. We done made it too far to not make it. We get back on the road. Somebody honks again. This time, the chain from the hitch is unhooked from the U-Haul. I'm like, am I supposed to be moving to Texas? If this is not the move, God, please let me know. Because now it just seems like things are not going the way they're supposed to. So we put some slack in the chain. We get back on the road. We stop at a truck stop to meet my cousin who lives here and why I kind of moved here. And she's a trucker. Y'all should follow her YouTube channel. She's actually tagged on this page. So if you go to the channels that are featured on my page, she is just trucking around. So she came and met us at the truck stop and she fixed it. Y'all, the rest of the way, the car didn't even come off at all. The rest of the way, like the hitch was fine. She fixed it. So shout out to female truckers because she got the hitch working. We are in traffic now because I moved a little bit outside of the city. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get my keys to the apartment because the leasing office was gonna close. Fast forward, we get there, we get the keys, we see the apartment. My cousin and her boyfriend come and help move all my stuff up. I'm on the 2nd floor. And they come and help move all my stuff up. Y'all, I'm exhausted. So this ain't the fun part. Like I told y'all, I sold a lot of stuff. So it really wasn't that much to bring in. It was like some stuff, but not like a ton. So we get that done. And then the next few days, my mom is here. My mom was here for like 2 days after I moved. And we just like got some stuff done and did a little bit of shopping. Like we went to Costco, stuff like that. Thought things were looking up. Yeah. So last week, I'm like kind of jumping around because it's just the crazy highlights. Last week was the first week of school. And I love the kids. The kids are so sweet. And if anybody ever asks me why I love teaching, why I keep wanting to do it, why I came back to teaching, it's always the kids. If you ask me why I left teaching, it's never the kids. So keep that in mind. School has been interesting. It is a lot different than Kentucky, of course. So there is some adjusting. I don't know if I fit in. And I know that sounds stupid because it's like, girl, you grown and it's not about fitting in. But like, I kind of feel like wherever you spend a lot of your time, and just like we tell the students, you spend majority of your time at school. you want to feel like you fit in there. And right now, I just don't know if I feel like I fit in yet. So yeah, that's the school part. I think it'll get better. I want to tell y'all something that happened, but I don't think that's a good idea yet, or if I ever can. I don't know, but just know school's been schooling, and sometimes it's the people that you think you would have the most in common with that you don't get along with the most, or like it just makes things so difficult. Like, I don't know, I feel like if you know me in real life, you know that I'm a pretty optimistic person. You know that I try not to let things bother me to the point where I lose my sanity, because we can go there. And I like to be kind and optimistic. Like, I do believe in a thing such as like toxic positivity, because you know, if it's not true, it's not true, and there's no point of it. But sometimes when you are more like I was just gonna say, a kinder person, people think it's fake. And it sucks when people think that when you're being yourself, you're being fake, which is not true. So that's where we're at with school. What else to tell y'all about Texas? I still need to buy the furniture that I sold. So I moved with my bed. I sold my couch. I sold my chair that went with the couch. I sold I got rid of my dresser. Like, somebody took it. And I got rid of my nightstand. So I really want to buy a dresser and a new couch. And this apartment has like a counter that can fit bar stools. And so I want some new bar stools, but I haven't got paid yet. So we're thugging it out. And I think that that's another thing that's kind of bothering me, because I haven't been able to set up my place how I like it. And you know, your space is your space. And when your space is in a better place, like, so is your mental. And so I feel like my space is in a disarray. And so am I, a little bit. It wouldn't be me if there was not a guy update. Y'all, I don't know what it is about me, but I be feeling like everyone is the one. And it's like, girl, you've been there a month. And saying it out loud, I know. And so I'm like, I really shouldn't let stuff get to me as much as I do. It's just, a lot has been happening since December. And the little things that usually would just be like, okay, whatever, I get over it, are starting to build up. And I don't know. So I'll just tell y'all the story. I met this guy at a new teacher thing. Y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna do mini twists, by the way, because I just feel like that is a lot of work right now that I don't feel like doing. Or, if I'm gonna do mini twists, I'm not gonna care about the parts. The only part I care about is the middle part, because that'll determine how I wear them. So, yeah. We'll care about this part, but everything else, not really. Let's see. Okay. So I met this guy at a new teacher thing for the district. We're not at the same school. He's at a high school. But, so I introduced myself or whatever, and I gave him my number. And so we had kind of been like texting or whatever. And he seemed really sweet. I think he's a first year teacher, which is fine. But he also coaches football. And he's so busy. And y'all, I feel like I'm at the point where I don't want you to text me to death. I don't. I like to do things. And so part of me just feels like he's wasting my time. Like, we've only got to see each other once. Like, one day he came to my school because he finished early to help me. And, you know, I understand that was kind. That was an act of service. But I'm just tired of all the constantly texting. And then part of me feels like there's not enough busy in the world for you to text me in the morning. Dang it. I knew that was going to unravel. For you to text me in the morning and then not talk to me again throughout the day, or like then text me at night, or sometimes not even text me till the next day. And I just feel like when you're getting to know somebody, I need a little bit more effort. So, like I said, I don't know if I'm upset about that or if it's just like everything that has been building. And I think it's everything that has been building. So I'm trying not to be like, yo, what's wrong with you? Because it's really not that deep. Like, we just met. We just started being in communication. But I don't know. Y'all tell me. Sorry that this is like a rant. But yeah. I guess, for one, I realized I hadn't posted in a while. It's been over a month now, and that was when I went to Pittsburgh. And I wanted to tell y'all I moved, but yeah. So we'll come back after I have at least half of these done, because then you just be watching me do it. Okay, so we have this half done. This half is a little dry now because it took me about 10 minutes, 12 minutes to get this half done. So we're gonna re-wet it and then start this side. But few updates because I got the text back. So Athletes Move You, they move like almost anywhere. They are not only based in Kentucky, and y'all, 10 out of 10 I recommend. So they were like super gentle with my stuff. They loaded up the U-Haul, of course. It wasn't like thrown in there, and they was pretty cute. My friend had used them before too, and she said the same thing. So Athletes Move You, I would totally do again if I move, well, when I move. So 10 out of 10. I will put their website in the description, so if you need to move, you can fill it out. But okay, I think it's crazy. Ain't it funny that I'm like, oh, they taste bad. I'm not even talking to this man. This is literally a company, and I done perked up. Don't make no sense. So, and I'm almost done, and I was kind of dreading doing this, but yeah, I don't know what to tell y'all. So I was just really down, I guess. And sometimes I'm very hard on myself, and I'm harder than other people would be on me, because I'm like, well, I should be this far in life, or I should be doing this, or, you know, I'm looking for a comb if I look crazy. Or like, you know, oh, I have another wedding to go to, or another baby shower, and another this, another that. And it's like, those are great life things, and I'm so proud of all my friends and family and sorority sisters. And of course, like, you want to celebrate their accomplishments, but sometimes you feel like you're the one behind in life. That's where I'm at. And I know that if I was to tell them this, they would be like, oh my goodness, no, you're doing great things, and you just did this. And sometimes you don't want to hear that. And I know you'd be like, you shouldn't just stay in a funk. But sometimes it's nice to say how you're feeling without somebody telling you that you are where you're supposed to be and that your time will come. Like, sometimes you just want to be able to be like, yo, I'm having a sad day. And it just be that. But that's besides the point. This is the only part I care about, because when I put it up, this is really the only part people see. So I usually, now I like, oh, see, that's crooked. And if I wear my hair like this, people be like, girl, that part's crooked, and I'll get out. I can't find my part and comb. Yeah, there we go. But this is really the only part I care about, and then the middle part going down the middle, because I might braid these. Maybe throughout the week I'll do a video of different mini twist hairstyles. We gotta see if I wake up on time for work though, because if we running late every day, we wearing them down. If we got some time, we'll do different hairstyles. But yeah. Also, I wanted to say thanks for getting one of my videos to 10K views. That is crazy. And I'm super excited to do more hauls, more hair stuff, just more content. And honestly, I'm not gonna say I was like done with YouTube, because like, girl, you just started. But I wasn't like enthusiastic about it. I felt like, you know, people weren't really watching, so what was the point? But now I'm kind of to the point where it's nice. It's a nice outlet anyway. And then if I also find other people that have the same common interest and want to talk about the same things, that's nice as well. So it was like a bonus. But I'm gonna do this side, and then I'll be back, and you can see the final twist, and then I'll probably put them into a style. So be right back. Okay, so both halves are done now, and yeah, it's my first time doing like my hair for real in Texas. Like, I've washed it, but I haven't done a protective style yet. So this will be in my hair for like a week. Then I'll take it down and do a twist out. I usually don't wear my mini twists down. I wear them like either all up, half down, but I like the two front pieces out. So thanks for listening to my rant. And the next video will be more fun, of course. And once again, I want to say thank you for getting my fashion over video to 10,000 views. Well, yeah, 10,000 views. And then also my page just hit 100 subscribers. So like, we're growing organically, and I just wanted to say thanks. So I'll see y'all soon.